Are you being audited, and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Eric and I called each other up and said we're going to kind of go with a balls color. That was kind of funny, the matchy-patchy. Yeah. I've told them all last week. Dr. Eric Shull is our new sponsor, one of our new sponsors. Super excited to have you, sir.
I'm excited too.
We're talking about all, Maha and all of the great things about our temple. That's super important. Now, for those who don't know, we're going to start from square one, and then we're going to kind of go into some of the things that you do. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Eric Shull. I've been a chiropractor up here in Monteagle for about a year and a half now, ever since we opened up in December 2023 in the Country Mart building going down towards Swanee in Monteagle. But yeah, I've been practicing about 2 years now. I graduated in the summer of 23. So yeah, it's hard to believe 2 years down now. And I think I was on your show probably right when I started up here, probably about December, January-ish, 23, 24. And yeah, we've been up here in Monteagle and seeing patients, and it's gone pretty well so far. It's
so wild to think that it's been that long since you've opened.
Yeah, it just flies. It seems like it's gotten faster and faster as we've kept going. It's just that the months just click off faster and faster.
Well, a true story. And your dad, he's third generation. And your dad has got a office in Winchester.
Yep,
is
correct.
that over by the hospital, right?
It's between the hospital and the square.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, if you're coming from the hospital, it's on the right. and we do send people to that office because he has an X-ray machine and we don't in Mont Eagle. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
But yeah, he's been down there over 33 years now, and
he's so fun.
Yeah, I know, he's the best. So, and then his dad was a chiropractor in Canada, and then my little brother's almost finished with chiropractic school. Little sister is actually about to go to chiropractic school.
No way.
Yeah, and she's got one more semester of college. So at the beginning of next year, she's got to pick which school she wants to go to, but she's about to start as well too.
Well,
so.
we've got to talk about, because we were talking off air. You know how I feel. I'm very holistic, and I feel the temple. Give it the tools, and it will fix itself. Your brother switched from going into the medical field. I guess it's all medical, but switched to this business.
Yeah.
He was a little surprised at how they think differently.
Yeah. It's growing up in a chiropractic household, or if you've been under chiropractic care for a long time, you learn a different philosophy of healthcare. We definitely don't shun any medical procedures or anything like that, but it's a different way of thinking. It's more of a preventative, proactive way of thinking with healthcare. Like, you're trying to eat better and sleep more and get adjusted and try to do things naturally, try to avoid as many pharmaceuticals as possible, because unfortunately nowadays a lot of people are on a lot of pharmaceuticals, and a lot of those aren't great for your health long term. So if we can try to avoid surgery or avoid taking drugs long term, we believe that is more beneficial for your long term health. But there's a time and a place for surgery. There's a time and a place for pharmaceuticals. But how can we minimize it and try to stay healthy without them if possible?
Well, usually it's a pain thing, right? People are just avoiding pain.
Yeah.
So they just take something, but that usually has side effects.
Yeah. It's a lot of these pharmaceuticals we know do have a lot of side effects, unfortunately, and it causes a lot of problems. So yeah, he went to medical school for a year and quickly figured out that, and he's got a very chiropractic centered background too, and just growing up.
You guys were raised that way.
So it is a conflict, and you kind of hear what they expect of you, and I don't think he liked that. So now he's almost done with chiropractic school. He'll be done in September. So even after a year of medical school, he's still almost done. So
that's amazing.
And then having someone, he's very, very smart too. Obviously, to get into medical school is not easy at all.
No.
So you've got to be very smart, best grades. So having that great of a mind in our profession, that's going to be a huge blessing too, because he knows the chiropractic side, but he's got that medical side too. So he's kind of the best of both worlds. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Now you were in the athletic part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I started running track it was probably 2005. So we were elementary school age, and a lot of people will know Jawan Jennings, the former University of Tennessee wide receiver who now plays for the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, he was on our it was a traveling track team. Like, we would go to Nashville and Atlanta and those kind of areas, and we did the 4x1 relay. So he was on that team because he's from this area, and we ended up going to nationals, and then he moved away. But then I kept running track. I kept ran in middle school, high school, cross country, and then I ran in college, but chiropractic's always been a big part of my athletic career, and I attribute a lot of my success in athletics and running and that kind of stuff to chiropractic, because because I mean, you're running track, you're running around an oval that many times, your hips they start to start to get a little wonky. So keeping your hips aligned and everything adjusted, it just, you feel looser, you feel you feel a lot better, and it's just mechanically it's less wear and tear on your body, and it is very it's very good for athletics too.
Sure.
Actually, graduated with a guy from chiropractic school. Like, he was in our classes and everything. He was a D1 hurdler, but he was at the last Olympics. He was just a guy we were in class with. He trained himself, chiropractic lifestyle, getting adjusted, eating well, and yeah, he was on Team USA for the hurdles. Yeah, so and he'll tell you too. His chiropractic is he's got a chiropractor who travels with him, and it's all part of just keeping his body at tip-top shape, best as possible.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So
what are you excited about RFK's little new vision?
yeah, no, I think he's again, we can't completely remove everything from the medical world. There's definitely a lot of life-saving procedures that they do, but I think he's a big supporter of chiropractic too, because he wants to reduce unneeded things that maybe are a little bit too much and that are just doing more damage than good in the long term.
Sure, it's a short-term fix.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see. I think it's going to make it more efficient. I don't think he's trying to wipe out the medical field, which you're not going to be able to do that. But I think it's going to make it better. I think it's going to make it safer and more efficient. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. So yeah,
Well, who knew that, like, red dyes? Who knew all of these things that are supposed to make it better, I guess, did so much damage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and I guess some of this has kind of been speculated in the past, too. The red, because my dad's from Canada, so we used to go to Canada every summer, and you'd buy Fruit Loops, and no red dyes. It's all, like, fruit juice color, turmeric color. It's all natural colors. It's basically the same product. So it's like, why is Canada doing this? And I think probably like New Zealand, Australia, no colors over there.
Yeah.
So why are we using these food colorings? I think there's been some speculation for, especially like Red 40, ADHD.
Yeah, our kids. It's like they were attacking our kids.
Let's
get our kids early.
Yeah.
Get them sucked into the whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, not to get into conspiracies or anything like that, but
we would never do that here.
There's a lot of rabbit holes maybe are they putting this in there so your kids might need XYZ prescription? We're not gonna go down that path, but you have to wonder sometimes. So no, I think some of these things that they're doing it's awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, because I know ADHD with kids and
autism,
it's just
lots of weird.
It just keeps
things.
climbing. So
obesity.
Yeah. So and that's the future. So if we don't start addressing it now, it's gonna be way worse in the future. So that's what you have to think long term. It's what is it gonna be like in 30 years?
Because I'm sure your dad thought that with the kids, all of you kids are doing so great.
Yeah.
But he was thinking long game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's our job to raise up great humans.
Yeah. And ever since I remember, they've been against food dyes and they've tried to avoid. I mean, you can't avoid them completely. But as far as I know now, I think they're banned. Is that correct?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that if they aren't, they're going to be.
Yeah. So pretty soon.
Yeah. Like RFK's on it.
Yeah. So even if that's the biggest thing that's accomplished, I think that's a big win in and of itself. So
I hear you.
So I'm looking forward to some positive results. So.
Well, let's talk about things that can help us. Who would be your client? Like, you could go look at someone and go, I can do XYZ for you. Who would be that patient?
Well, in my opinion, I believe anyone. You could be 100% healthy, no issues, and to the person they've got a lot of issues. I believe not everyone. I would say if I saw 20 people in a day, every single person's going to have a different combination of an adjustment, sometimes I don't even adjust at all. Sometimes I might do something else. We've got a lot of other healing modalities that we do in the office too. So it really, I don't rule out any person as being a patient. It's just your treatment is going to be specific for you. obviously you're not gonna probably roll a 99-year-old great grandma on her side and do a big cracking of her low back, and but
Our bones get brittle, son.
yeah. So it's everyone's treatment looks different, and if you're completely healthy too, I believe even just everything you do in life in the United States, you drive with your right leg, so over time you kind of develop a little more muscle strength on your right side. Yeah, it's something you don't think about every day, but it's like you've driven for 30 years and now you've used your right leg, so now your hips are probably going to be a little bit shifted towards the right usually. If you're a track athlete, you're running around turning left on a track all those times, your hips are probably going to be, so you can still come in and get adjusted just to prevent a future issue. Even if you feel great, nothing's going on. So it's all about prevention. And then obviously you have the person who's in pain or something's wrong, then theirs is a little different too than the person who's feeling great. That person might come in once a month just to stay tuned up, stay feeling good. And then you have more of an intensive process for someone who's in a lot of pain or some sort of issues going on. That's I know that's the same in the medical community too. Everyone's got their own treatment, but everyone really does. I've probably never done the same exact treatment on a patient.
Really?
Like more than, it's even the same patient will probably get something a little different every time because everything changes, and it's such a wide variety of things that can happen to you outside of the office. There's so many variables in everyone's lives that it's like a puzzle every time. So
do you ask him? So I tell everyone, Eric goes, and he's got hip issues. Truck driver.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's always doing whatever.
Yeah, and it's always the same.
Repetitive.
Yeah. So it's usually a lot of the times you're adjusting the same things, and because you're doing the same thing over and over.
Because you're out of whack.
Yeah.
Your body is doing something. I guess it would be unnatural. It's not unnatural. It's just you got to do what you got to do, but you have to adjust for that continuous movement that you're doing. Yeah. Because something else is happening over here.
Yeah. Just if you always have your right hand on the steering wheel, your right leg out. Yep. And you can just see how your body is just twisted like that, and then compound that thousands of hours behind the wheel and stress and traffic and sitting too. It's just your gravity's constantly pressing on your body too. So your gravity is a constant. So it's just, and then you just compound that over time, and then that's how problems start. Yeah.
That's great. And then it compounds, and then there's surgery, and then all that. What is, I always hear spinal decompression. What does that do?
Spinal decompression, just how I just described gravity. Constantly have gravity pushing down. So you've got discs in between your spine. So, obviously gravity over time can press on that, but sometimes it happens a lot quicker. Football players hitting someone, so like an NFL player hitting these big, strong athletes, and then squatting. People are squatting at the gym, these extremely heavy weights, and that's pressing on your spine. As those discs start to compress, that's what pinches nerves in your back. So, if you pinch those nerves, and a lot of times people have what they call sciatica. Yeah. Feeling it go down your leg, because those nerves innervate your leg, but then if it's pinched, you feel a pain going down your leg. So
no kidding.
Yeah. So spinal decompression, it's a machine. It straps you in, and it stretches you. It stretches the vertebrae and helps pull that disc back in, and then takes pressure off the nerve, and then
that's what the issue is.
So someone who comes in with sciatica, pain down their legs, and you can also do it for your neck too. There's one you can strap your neck in, because a lot of times people will have pain that goes down their arms, numbness, tingling, and a lot of times that comes from the disc in your neck pinching. Same thing. And then you get on a machine, stretches it, holds, and it just helps open up that joint space. And it's similar to what a spinal fusion does. Okay. Like someone has a spinal fusion that they had not enough room in their joint space, discs degenerate, and then they go in there and open it up and fuse it open, that usually works. But after that, there's not a lot of conservative methods you can do because sometimes those people still have pain. But once you're fused, you're not going to go to the chiropractor and get your neck
because you
popped
can't.
And yeah, so
once you fuse, you can't go to you.
Yeah, well, no, you can. Let's say someone has a fused low back. I'm not going to twist and pop them, but I can still work on their hips. I can still adjust their upper back and still adjust their neck. Getting on a decompression machine is probably not going to help their low back because it's already one fused segment. Anyway, they can use dry needling, which is another.
Ooh, tell me about that.
Yeah, dry needling. So everyone knows what acupuncture is for the most part.
We used it with my mom and cancer.
Yeah. Acupuncture, it's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Withstood the test of time.
That new thing.
Yeah. Very, very effective. The dry needling, essentially, it's the same needles. It's those little thin needles. Like acupuncture, you might go in. It's like a 45-minute session. They're putting needles all over you for. Even if you went in for back pain, you might have needles and you're up on your head, all over. But dry needling, we're just focusing on where the pain is. So, you have low back pain, put needles on your low back. Neck pain, neck, foot.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and it's a lot shorter too, 2 minutes. It's a newer modality. I think PTs were using it for a long time. I think they still use it. Usually chiropractors and PTs are the two big ones because it's pretty quick and easy, especially sports. And you could dry needle someone on the sidelines of a football game really fast, 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
In and out, easy. Yeah, and it's very quick and effective. Very quick at pain relief. Very, because essentially you have this thin sheath called fascia underneath your skin that basically holds. You have all the individual muscles, but it's kind of like a spider web that kind of keeps them all together. But sometimes people with very tight muscles or an injury, that fascia will kind of just clench up, and then it doesn't want to let go either because the body. Yeah, anytime you have an injury, the body, it wants to keep everything together. It doesn't want to keep getting injured, so it'll just seize up, and then you might be fine, but then the muscles are still. They're like, no, we just want to be sure. Let's just stay tight until further notice. But that dry needling can go in there and kind of like if you swatted a spider web, it kind of just breaks up that fascia and just gives a pretty good release. And yeah, we've had a lot of success with that. I use it on myself. Anywhere I can physically put needles, put it on my shoulders, or and it's a pretty quick and easy way, and it's
it helps pain.
Very effective. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's
those crafty
2
Chinese.
minutes. Yeah. I don't know if the Chinese developed dry needling itself,
oh, really?
but they obviously started
Acupuncture.
Which is actually I'm actually considering getting my acupuncture certification possibly.
Ooh.
I guess if we see if there's enough demand, which
sure.
As of right now, we are seeing the demand. So I would have to do a little extra training, but I think
you're young.
Yeah,
you get a little extra certification.
Yeah, I think that might be the next thing. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. We'll just try that.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you do there?
Infrared therapy was another
talk
one.
To me about
I was
that.
gonna mention that one too, and that's kind of like a hybrid of a massage table and a decompression table. So decompression table, if you've ever seen it, you're all strapped up. It's like a big horse harness almost, and you can do. There's different levels. Not everyone's doing the max out weight of pulling you, but sometimes that's an uncomfortable process for people, and that might not be exactly what you need. It might not be your low back or your neck. It might be more of your upper back, your hips, or something. So it uses infrared heat or infrared light, and that kind of helps. And that's a big thing now too, like infrared saunas and.
Oh, I love infrared saunas over at Healing Vibes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Or High Vibes?
Yeah, it's like a dry, different wavelength of light, but that helps promote healing too. It helps promote blood flow, and then it's got like a pretty powerful massage mechanism too that will help traction your spine. And some people like that better because it's not as I mean, you don't have to get all strapped up and you just kind of lay there. It's very relaxing.
Oh, that's
too.
so much better.
Yeah, and it's got the heat because heat is very good for chronic pain, acute pain too, heat, ice, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, those are really the three
Major
big
things. Okay.
modalities other than the adjustment.
Sure.
So sometimes I'll have people come in, and you can usually tell when a patient is really bad. Sometimes you're just like, an adjustment may make this worse. It may this may not be the best option for today. So how about we try something else today, and maybe next time we can do an adjustment, just something else to maybe just ease them into it and take the edge off first. Cupping is an I don't know. You ever heard of cupping? Yeah, that's the one I don't do that as much, but it's still very.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, it's these little suction cups. That it's similar to dry needling. It's the whole concept of cupping, dry needling, acupuncture is you're intentionally creating a little stressor. So with the needles, you're creating a little cut, micro cut. Usually it doesn't bleed or anything. And then with the cups, it's creating a bruise on you because Michael Phelps, a couple Olympics ago, obviously he's got a shirt off doing swimming, but he's got all these bruises on his back, and people are like, "What is that?" It's cupping.
It's cupping.
Because obviously he's in the pool hours and hours and hours, and he was getting a little older then too. But that's helping him recover and just flush out his muscles and promote healing of his muscles because he's quick turnaround. Got another swim race coming up or whatever. But yeah, it's that one's I don't do that one as much because it does take a little more time, and then sometimes people the bruises kind of
throw them off.
Throw them off a little bit. But we do it's just as effective as any of the other ones. So it's
hilarious.
So those four are really the big ones that we do other than the adjustment.
What's an adjustment?
An adjustment is so basically. In chiropractic, we deal with something called a subluxation. So that's you have all these joints in your body, like our necks are moving and our backs are moving. So you have all these joints. Obviously, first of all, we address the spine. So you've got where two vertebrae come together. A lot of times, if you get hit in a car accident, whiplash.
Oh my gosh!
Then
yes.
your bones kind of slide and they can pinch and discs can herniate. So we're feeling around in people's spine, and you can
the spine's the whole deal, isn't it?
from your neck down to your tailbone. So we're looking for, and you can be completely pain free too, and still have a subluxation. You can still have a bone that's not exactly where it should be. So we're trained to analyze and find where these are, and that's what the adjustment is. That's what when we're feeling for something, we're trying to put the joint back to where it, put the bone back where it should go. That's usually what that popping sound is.
Oh, they can just a bone can move.
Oh yeah. Just obviously they're not going to be moving a lot. Like if you dislocated a bone, it's really gone too far from, and you're not going to be seeing a chiropractor.
That's going to be surgery.
You'll be in the emergency room. Yeah, if you've dislocated your shoulder, but you can subluxate your shoulder, which is it's midway between dislocating it and where it should be. So if you subluxate your shoulder, I can do an adjustment and move that back in where it should go. Same thing in your neck, any joint. I adjust wrists, elbows, knees, ankles, toes, fingers. Any movable joint in your body can be adjusted because any movable joint can be restricted or out of place to a certain extent.
So you're a farmer. You're using your body as your tool.
Yeah,
you're bound to get something out of whack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, anything you do. It's sitting at a desk job. That's one of the.
Oh my God.
Nowadays, that's half our clients are desk work because you're just like your whole your shoulders, your neck. It's all hunched over, and that does create pain and tightness, and that can create that numbness down your arm because you're
Oh my god.
because your neck gets a little, because you don't want your neck to be completely straight. You want a little bit of curvature in your neck, because if your neck is too straight, then that puts pressure on nerves. And
So even a desk job. So even there, just
yeah,
not doing jack bunny,
yeah.
but over your computer.
Yeah, you're talking about an ideal chiropractic patient. A desk work, I mean, any worker, but a desk worker definitely needs to be in a chiropractor's office for sure. Because I work at a desk too, and at the end of the day, I just feel like I'm all just like hunched
You're like,
over.
Dad!
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we adjust each other now.
Do you? That's smart.
Yeah, because he used to have to go to Telehoma every week to get adjusted, but now I can adjust him. So, and then he adjusts me. We have to stay adjusted too, because it's a pretty
demanding.
Yeah, it's a demanding job. Yeah,
it's physical.
Yeah, I'm putting some big guys bigger than me on their side, adjusting their hips, and it's and just do that however many times a day, and
that's true.
So
story
yeah, we have to stay adjusted too. Yeah.
I remember I listened to WTN. I think it's on Sundays or Saturdays. I can't remember. And there is a fellow who does this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say he's got like 30 or 50. I don't know what he's doing. But there was one story he was talking about his dad, and he convinced his dad to get whatever he did with chiropractic, and it lowered his blood pressure. And it got him off his medications. Yeah. Just by whatever he did.
Yeah.
What the hey?
Yeah. No, that's I've heard blood pressure. Obviously, if you come in the office, you're tense, you've got some sort of pain or something, you can just if you just tense your body right now, you can feel how that would raise your blood pressure. So if you're feeling looser, if you're less pain. I mean, we don't always want to talk about pain, but obviously pain is
it's a big thing.
Yeah,
it makes us do things.
Yeah, it's a big motivator. But if pain is less, if muscles are looser, you can just if you're in that parasympathetic state rather than sympathetic fight or flight, your blood pressure is going to lower. That's I've heard that several times. Chiropractic doesn't have like a ton of research out there.
Yeah.
There is some published research, and they're starting to do more as well. But also blood sugar too. I've actually got a patient who they're a type 1 diabetic. She's got one of those little smart watches that monitors her real-time blood sugar. She says, and she showed me it before as well. Before and after the adjustment, her blood sugar will drop.
No.
Immediately after the adjustment.
No.
Yeah. Yes. So, I would like to see more research come out of chiropractic, and they are working on it. So it's that could be sooner rather than later as well. But yeah, no, I hear that kind of stuff all the time. And
it's like amazing.
Yeah.
It's miraculous. And even I saw insurance companies now pay for chiropractic.
Yeah. For the most part,
which wasn't unheard of back in the day.
Yeah, and some are better than others as far as how much they pay for it, but most of them cover it to some extent. And
that's huge.
Yeah, and I'm probably in more insurance companies than I was last time I was on the show. So I guess I'll just kind of name off some of them that I'm in. United Healthcare, Blue Cross, Aetna, Cigna Ash, Medicare. I don't know if I said that. Ambetter, which is kind of a newer. WellPoint.
Dang.
So we're in most.
Yeah.
Almost all of the big ones. There's a few little fringe ones that may not cover chiropractic, some government things, but for the most part, if you have a major insurance, we probably take it. But then it's going to depend on what your coverage is, on how much it'll cover, and
it's like 10 visits,
yeah,
or, blah, blah,
20
blah,
visits,
20 visits.
Yeah, you might have a copay, or some people don't have a copay, and so it all just depends. So they can just call the office, and we've got some ladies there, and that's their job. They do
a great staff, by the way.
Yeah, they're just the best, because there's no way we would be able to do. Me and my dad would be able to see patients and try to do. It just wouldn't happen. So
You have a great staff.
Yeah, that's very good. So, yeah, you can just call the office and they'll, whatever insurance you have, send them your information, card number, whatever, and then they'll look it up and
Boom. And
see
that's
what you
it.
have. Yeah.
So just come on. So to become a patient, what do you need to do?
You can call the office. So 931-924-4869.
4869. I'm going to
Yes.
have to remember that.
And I guess now with our sponsorship, we'll have that up on the screen eventually.
Heck yeah, we sure are.
And then you can also just stop by the office too. It's during business hours. We accept walk-ins, so you can just walk in, bring your insurance card. And we take cash too. You don't need insurance either.
You don't even need insurance.
You don't have to have insurance. So, and that was another thing I was going to mention too. So
see, look at us.
Yeah, I think we've gotten most of
We didn't plan it. We didn't even plan our clothes today. So.
Yeah. This was it. Just happened to.
Just not
That's
green.
Awesome.
Well, see, and the perfect thing about Country Mart is, it's like all of the things are in that building.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, now you've got Mountaintop Restaurant that's open at night.
Got their whole wing over there.
Yeah, the whole wing over there, and then you can get your facials and your massage, and you can get the high vibes.
Yeah.
And their nutrition and
it's all health oriented. Yeah. So that's pretty cool how they've done that with. It's just
those tray hands, just crafty, aren't they?
Yeah, they did a great job. It's I remember what the building was like before, and it's just night and day difference now. So yeah, and we've got a massage therapist right down the hall, so that's super easy.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
Compassionate Home Care is over there.
Yeah.
Pop on over there and say
yeah. So it's it's a great little plaza and I know we all have someone who goes in there. They're probably going to stop at least 2 places, maybe more.
Sure.
So it just helps everyone.
And the electric bike guy. Oh my gosh.
The nicest guy ever.
Nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
I like want an electric bike now at this point.
Yeah. No, that's definitely on my future investment list. Yeah.
Because we're right on the Mountain Goat Trail.
Yeah, and they're so fun too. And I used to ride road bikes quite a bit, but as I've worked more and exercised less, it's not as easy to ride a normal bike now. But an e-bike is just so much fun.
Super easy.
It's so much fun. So
and the Mountain Goat Trail, you were the first winner?
Yes, I think this year was their 10th or 11th year
anniversary, because they had a COVID year.
Yeah, so I guess that what was that, 2014? I guess.
I guess so.
So I was almost done with high school, and I was about to go to college to run college cross country. So I was in very good aerobic shape, and but yeah, I did win the first year, and I believe the first year we actually, because I think it was only like Swanee to like St. Andrews that was completed.
Yes.
Because I remember we had to get on the main highway and run all the rest of the way to Mountain Outfitters. So, and then I got second 2022.
Oh wow!
So I was still running quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I just
now you have a booth.
Yeah. Now I'm working more, which is more important. But
it is more important.
But now it's actually, I found out it's more fun to not like try to go as fast as you can and just be completely gassed at the end of it, and then just chill and just enjoy the run. So.
It is just such a great run. Well, that is you're such a great asset to the community. Any last words? Welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah.
Anytime you want to come back, talk about something.
Yeah, we'll do.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Just come see us at Country Mart, and we'll be there. We're there 3 to 5 today.
3 to 5 today.
Yep.
Walk-ins.
Walk-ins welcome. Yeah.
4869.
Yep. 931-24.
924.
924-4869. Correct. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to send Dr. Eric Shull off to spread joy and sunshine wherever he goes. Great asset to our community. We're so excited to have
Thank you.
You here and growing and doing and helping our folks, because pain is horrible.
Yeah.
And it changes your whole world, and it's very gray.
Yeah.
When you have pain.
Yeah.
And if you can relieve that pain, I think that is a great thing.
Yes.
That you can do holistically.
Yes. That's our goal.
Is to make it happen.
Yes.
All right. We're going to go on a quick break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be right back with our regularly scheduled program. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
In the Bible, you will encounter a letter written by the Apostle Paul to the churches in Galatia. See, after the good news about Jesus had been preached to them, other fake news had been presented. And the various churches in Galatia had departed from the truth and freedom in Jesus to something else. Paul corrects this and begins to explain about living life in the Spirit of God and Jesus. Listen to these words of Paul. But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the desires of the flesh are against the Spirit, and the desires of the Spirit are against the flesh. For these are opposed to each other, to keep you from doing the things you want to do. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, rivalries, dissensions, divisions, envy, drunkenness, orgy, and things like these. I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law, and those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. You know, there are laws, and what laws do, laws prohibit certain things. And there are laws from the Lord that prohibit the sinful desires of the flesh. But when it comes to the fruit that the Spirit produces, there is no law. There are no limitations. There is just freedom. May we be people who have no limit when it comes to expressing love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. For these attributes express the image of our God. I'm J.D. Cantrell, a member at the Mont Eagle Church of Christ, but really, I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and wants to follow after him. May you do the same and be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
We are back. You know darn well I love Dr. Eric Shull because I do believe that our body is a temple and it usually tells us what's going on. And if we take care of it, all is good. Who wants to have surgeries? Who wants to have surgery? So anyway, we're going to learn a little bit more with him as a sponsor and learning more about how to take care of pain without grave harm being done. So I love it. I did do my column yesterday. This is Memorial Day weekend. Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 6:30 until July. Jesse Goodman's going to be doing At the Table at Monteagle Community Center. Let's keep that in mind. 6:30, I want to say. These times are really throwing me. By the Grundy County Herald tomorrow. I saw where Beersheba at the ball field, they're doing a revival type event, I guess. I don't know if it's going on nightly, but I know that the Palmer ball field one is doing nightly at 6:30, and lots of great video Facebook lives on those. Super excited. We need revival every single where. This weekend is big. Tonight's the South Cumberland Community Fund Shindig at the Caverns. It's free. You just need to sign up to let them know you're coming. It's doors open at 5. Music starts at 6, and they celebrate all of our mountain music programs like the Jam Kids, Top of the Rock Choir, the Grundy music program that they're doing, that the Cavern sponsors as well. All of our music folks are going to be there doing their thing in the Caverns, which is going to be gorgeous setting. So that's going on tonight. I think the Boy Scouts are going to be putting up some flags tonight. Thursday. All right, by the Grundy County Herald. Let's talk about the Memorial Day services. All right, so Friday are both our candlelight services at the cemetery. We've got one at Orange Hill Cemetery and one at Colmont Cemetery, and those are at 6 o'clock. So same time, different places. They'll be doing a memorial service. I know that Orange Hill will have the Sequatchie Valley Honor Guard and with bagpipes. That's what I'm talking about. They're going to honor 2 veterans, and I believe they are doing a bench for Miss Peggy Griffith in her honor because all of her many years of support for all the veterans. It's such a wonderful tribute. So, yay! Thanks, Sharon, for telling me all about that. And then Monday is the Monteagle ceremony. That's going to be at the flagpole in front of the fire department there on our Oliver serpentine walkway. Linear path. He was using these fancy words, and I don't know. It's the Greenway there. That starts at 11:30 on Monday, and the tradition, and it's going to last till noon. So the tradition of Memorial Day, I did a little deep dive on that. You know, it started as Decoration Day after the Civil War, and they lower the flag on Memorial Day at dawn, and then at noon they raise it up. And I think that's a part of the Monteagle Cemetery. And then at 3 o'clock, you're supposed to pause for a moment of remembrance and just remembering all the fallen soldiers. So let's just keep in mind Memorial Day is different than Flag Day, which is different than Veterans Day. Memorial Day remembers the people that died in the line of duty. That's the big difference. Like, my dad passed. He was a veteran. That's Veterans Day. You celebrate the veterans. Memorial Day is to remember the folks who died for us. And that's the difference. When people sign their life on the dotted line, that's a big deal. So that's just some clarifications. I'm sure you all know that. Let's see. This got dropped off. The CHI Memorial's mobile health program is coming to Tracy City Clinic on June the 10th. That's coming up 10 to 3, and you can schedule your mammogram. Cancer. We all heard about Joe Biden, former President Biden's cancer. Cancer is horrible. You want to make sure that you catch it in time. So to schedule your mammogram, get the girls all scheduled up and checked. I've got a number here. Just holler at me and I will give that to you. So you bring the following: your doctor's full name, driver's license, insurance card if insured, and then complete the registration form. No insurance, no problem. And this is from the Mary Ellen Locker Breast Center. So that's going on June 10th. I'll keep reminding you on that. July 12th is the 1975 reunion, 50th reunion. RSVP Debbie Shrum. Holler at me. I've got her number. It's at 3 o'clock. Every Tuesday we talked about that. June 1st, May 23rd, we talked about that. I think that's all I got now. I think that by the Grundy County Herald. All right, let's talk about birthdays. You know I love birthdays. All right, today is the 20th. Oh, it's Johnny Braden's birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny. He is 35. You know, he's on our prayer list. He's got a long road to recovery, but we're definitely praying for him. All right. Birthdays here. Saw a couple. And I know, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to do a hard stop at 9, and I'm going to hurry up. I apologize. All right. Today is Eric Wogeman. He's raising money for Prison Fellowship Ministries. My daughter from another mother, Natalie Seagroves Nunley. Happy birthday, Natalie. Happy birthday, Lee Miller, the one and only Lee Miller. Happy birthday to AJ Vol Nation Lad. Love me some AJ. Dakota Fultz, happy birthday. Mary Dykes. Hey, Mary, happy birthday. Larry Hunter. Michaela Ray McFarlane. Yep, that's it for today. Happy birthday. Many wonderful wishes for the year ahead. Let's do our prayer list. Lord, please lift up our folks here, Dalchi and Christine Nunley, Louis Glover, Frank Brawley, Chloe King, all the unspoken, especially Miss Jones, Jeff Kilgore, Gracelyn Bryant, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Leslie, Brenda Caldwell, Johnny Braden, Vicki Lane, Charlie and Joyce McDowell, Brenda and Ronnie Bourne, Obadiah Sanders and his daughter, his eldest daughter, Lisa Roberts. Miss Evelyn asked for a special prayer, healing prayer. All the drug addicts, definitely, let's pray that they find their pathway out of addiction. Dave Crabtree, Ricky Baker, Edith Nunley, Benny Kilgore, Stan Owens, Jerry Brown, Wilson Dykes, Jeff Meeks, that's Letitia's brother, Joe Biden family. Yeah, let's definitely do that. And Miss Ophelia and Miss Stola. And it looks like I have Clarence on for surgery coming up. So, Lord, please lift up our folks. Help those who are hurting. We know you know. We know you know. And so we just ask that you just put your arms around them, show them the beacon of light that they need, and help them through these hard times and these health issues and your healing touch. We know that you are all seeing, all knowing, and we trust the process. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's get to the phones. Let's get to everyone, see what's going on. I've got one phone line open. Here we go. Morning.
Michelle,
What are you doing, Lady Lee?
we're sitting here. I've been just within and just today. I too sitting around. I think did hold nobody just today. She went to work on it on my ride or anytime. So I don't know.
You're in a conundrum, are you not?
Well, Michelle, you know how I am when something stays tore up and won't go nowhere. But when somebody tell me and let me know something by 2 o'clock Saturday, I didn't hear from him. But he just, they're always, it's, I don't know. If I don't hear from him here by 9 o'clock, I'll be still on time. I say, hey, dude, my Ford is tore up. I did it fixed, or I can sell it. Whoever wants it. I told the hub and stuff with it. Except my traps and my saddlebag is coming off. It's staying with me.
Okay. So I don't know any mechanics out there. Unfortunately, I don't really know anyone that's handy like that, or I would suggest someone.
Yeah.
I wish more people were handy.
Somebody calling me on my cell right now.
Well, all right. You want to take that?
I get back with him here a minute.
Okay. All right. We should have more people that can fix things. I don't know
Well,
anybody.
I think that just called me, but I'll call him back in a minute.
Oh, he just called?
Yeah.
Well.
I know. I tell you what, let me call you back
Okay.
in a minute.
All right. All right. See you. Bye. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Leslie. How art thou?
I am doing wonderfully.
I am telling you, it does not get any better than this.
Yeah, beautiful sunshine today.
Although on the radio I heard that we're supposed to get some dicey weather this evening.
Yeah, my phone says 88% rain,
That's-
percent rain, so I don't.
That is crazy talk, isn't it?
Yeah, we need some pretty weather.
I've got so much to do outside. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what mine says.
I hear you.
Oh yeah, 84%. Oh, that's exciting. When's it supposed to start here? Oh, it's supposed to start, well, mine says 7 o'clock.
Probably.
I'm okay with that.
That's the time we were changing our time to revival, we're calling it.
Oh, so are you continuing it? And you're calling it a revival?
Well, they are.
They are. Hey, great.
But as long as the Lord moves, it's reviving, so somebody get revived.
Hey, I'll take it. I love it. So tonight at Baker's Chapel, what time?
7 o'clock now. They moved it up, so people get ready to come.
7 o'clock. Come on.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Anything that we need to know before we move on to Daniel?
Well, Bill Frisbee's preaching it.
Is Bill? Wonderful. Well, come on. Baker's Chapel there on, is it Altamont Street? What do they call that?
Yeah, it's Altamont.
Okay, that continues on Altamont Street. Before Sanders Crossing.
It's Doug Thompson's old furniture store out there.
Oh, was it an old furniture store?
Right in front of that Church of God church. You just keep on going.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right. Well, come on out. Anything else we need to talk about before Danielle?
You have got Edith Nunny on that thing.
I do. I just mentioned her.
Okay, I wasn't listening too close.
That's okay. She's on towards the end.
Yeah. But she needs a little prayer.
Any update on that?
Yeah, they say she's got cancer, so I don't
Oh, for Pete's sake.
know that some kind of cancer, but
We don't know what kind?
well, I did last night, darling.
The mind just goes sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you got a lot, they're trying to scramble around for the front part of your low birds.
I do understand. All right. Well, definitely extra prayers for your sister then. I hate that.
Yeah.
Cancer is just horrible. Dr. Eric and I were talking about that. Just cancer.
And these prayers too, especially with her daughters. I ain't gonna mention anything about that too much.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're gonna get 7 through 13 this morning.
All right. This is chapter 2, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. 7 through what?
13
13.
verses.
All right. Reflection. Hold on. Usually this fills it in for me. It's just not so smart this morning, Leslie.
What?
I said Ted is just not so smart this morning. I usually it'll fill it in for me. I had to type out the whole reflection. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right. 7th verse. Here's just talking about the astrologers and seers and stuff. They answered again and said, "Let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it." The king answered and said, "I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if you will make known me the dream, there is not but one decree for you have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore tell me the dream, and I shall know that you can show me the interpretation thereof." The Chaldeans answered for the king and said, "There is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore there is no king, lord, or ruler that asks such things as anything at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king, except the gods who dwelling is not with flesh. But this curse, for this cause the king was angry, very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain, and they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. So here they couldn't tell the king what he wanted to know, and he's mad. He's ready to kill everybody that said they were magician or whatever. He wanted to just destroy them all.
So did he want to hear what he wanted to hear, or were they just not telling him what he wanted to hear? What was up with that?
They weren't able to tell him what he wanted to hear. They were trying to get the king telling him his dream, so that they could tell him a false narrative there where they could feel important.
Oh, okay.
I threw it, and he said, "You know that you're just waiting for the time that you can deceive me with your words." And he just lost his cool and said, "I'll destroy you all."
Yeah, because they were fakers.
Yeah.
All right. What do you take from that?
More of it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the way the devil does it. He knows exactly what you need to know, and he'll try to deceive you in some way or another to get you to believe what's been told you. And people don't understand that's the way the devil works today, trying to give them a little hope that it's not even truth.
Yeah, that devil, man.
If there's anything in the world, we need truth today.
Yeah. Yeah, true story. True story. Well, and in Ted's reflection, this passage reveals deep truths about human limitation, pride, and divine authority. The king's court, human wisdom has limits. That was the point of that. They cannot access what only God knows. This sets the stage for Daniel's God to be revealed as the one true source of wisdom. Earthly powers demand control. Nebuchadnezzar, frustrated by his inability to understand his dream, reacts with rage. Like many rulers in history, his insecurity leads to cruelty. His decree to kill all the wise men shows how fear can turn power into violence. Don't we know that? A crisis reveals the need for true revelation. This desperate moment opens a way for Daniel, a humble, faithful servant of God, to rise with courage and seek divine help when worldly systems fail. God's people are called to stand in the gap. And then the last comment is, faith is forged in fire. Daniel and his friends are caught in the same death sentence. Yet Daniel will soon show how trust in God provides wisdom and salvation where human means falls short. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Got to trust in God.
Yeah, that's where you can't just trust what man tells you.
No.
Obviously, every man be a liar, and that's just about the bottom line of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. You have to sit still and listen, because sometimes it's you and it's not God.
Right. Exactly.
And you got to know which one that is.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, that's a good message for today, Leslie. I appreciate that.
They're all good messages.
They're all good messages.
Yeah.
Well, come on out to Baker's Chapel, 7 p.m. Tonight, we're going to continue the revival in Tracy City.
Yeah, just as long as the Lord leads, it'll go.
Amen.
That's the only thing I can tell people. I don't know if it's going to be 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, 6 months. I don't know. But we need reviving.
Yeah. Amen, sir. All right. Well, I hope it's I'm sure it will be a wonderful one this evening.
Yeah, we've been enjoying it.
Well, as it should be. Well, thank you, sir. Good Lord willing, we'll talk tomorrow.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
All right. See you. Bye. All right. We're going to thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. And welcome aboard to Dr. Eric Shull, our newest sponsor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give him a call. Walk-ins are available. He's over at the Country Mart building. Fabulous staff. He's going to be there 3 to 5 today. 924, I think it's 4869. Did I write that down? I don't know, but we'll have it on the screen tomorrow. I can tell you that much. So anyway, welcome aboard. All righty, the boys are in the wings. We're in our last phone calls. Morning.
It's me, dear.
Hey, buddy. Did he call you?
Yeah,
All
and
right.
this boy, we don't work on it tonight.
Shut the front door. That's awesome.
That was him talking to me, and he told me then, so
See,
I taped it before me talk to him, and
see, it's all going to work out. I'm so glad to hear that, Lily.
well, I thought I'd just talk to you about it.
Well, thank you. And I'm glad to hear that great news. And maybe he was watching this morning and decided to give you a holler.
Yeah, and but he only one can do it, and I know someone else can work on it too. It's Howard Tate in the highway department. When he's pitched in one time, told me that we had Honda forwarder one time, and
Well, I'm just glad to hear that. Well, keep me posted tomorrow and see if we get it up and running.
okay. Well, I told him if we don't did it doing tonight, we did it doing by tomorrow evening, because I took out my house key and stuff to the door here.
Okay. All right, buddy. I got to fly, but that is great news.
I just want to let you know.
Thank you. See you. Bye. Yay. Morning.
Morning.
What are you doing?
We're going to town.
I swear to goodness, you're the goingest people ever. Goingest people. Is your old man with you?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm just checking. Tell me something good.
Don't know much. I'm going to tell you something. I just forgot it.
Oh,
I
for-
thought of it yesterday, I guess.
Oh, for Pete's sake, you got to write that on your hand and call me back when you think about it.
Got to write it down.
Got to write it down these days. I'm telling you, it's the sometimers is getting closer and closer for me.
You ever been to the store and have a list and you leave your list and forget it?
Yeah. I have done that. Sure have. That's why I take a picture of things, and at least it'll stay on my phone.
Yeah, I try to do that. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Well, I mean, you forget, and you always have your phone.
I ain't lost my phone yet.
I've almost, and it's a heart attack waiting to happen. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got you down. If you think of anything, text me.
I will.
All right, kids. Good to hear from you. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning.
What are you doing?
Heading to the gym.
Good. Hey, and if you get any lasting owies from that rear end, Dr. Eric Shull can hook you up. Come visit Monteagle.
Okay.
He's so cute.
I'm just a little bit more sore this morning, but I'm going to stretch it out.
Yeah. Do you guys have a hot tub or anything?
No, I've just got a tub.
Okay. All right. Because I'm thinking a good hot soak would help.
Oh, yeah, probably would.
Well,
Don't have time to do it.
I know you don't have any time, but you got a pretty new house now inside.
Yeah, if I ever get it all cleaned up and polished and spit shined.
Man, I'm sure it is perfect. All right. Anything I need to know today, girlfriend?
And no, everybody needs to come out to the Orange Hill thing Friday night.
Yep, Friday night, see Big Ron and the crew.
Big Ron and the crew.
Yep. And the bagpipe. Who's doing the bagpipe?
I don't know. I think he's the one that did my friend's funeral down here. He's really good.
Oh, my gosh. A bagpipe is the ultimate. I mean, it really is. It just, the amazing grace on the bagpipe. All right, everyone come out, 6 o'clock, Orange Hill, Memorial Day service.
Yes, and we have one Monday morning at 11 on the square in Jasper. We always have that every year.
You have that every year? Okay, on the square at Jasper, 11 o'clock. And the Squatchy Valley Honor Guard will be there too.
It's always a wonderful program.
Oh my gosh. Memorial Day is a very deep day. For sure, that we should remember.
Yes.
All right, sure. Well, I'm glad that you guys are okay. No other lasting owies really from the accident.
Big Ron has a big knot on his arm that he had surgery on, so I hope it's okay.
That is so scary.
I know.
But nothing went out of whack, though.
Oh, I hope not.
Okay. All right. We'll pray on that one. All right, girl. We'll go out there to the gym. I hope you have a fabulous day.
You too, dear.
All right, sweetheart. See you. Bye. All right. Let's see. How do we do? Oh my gosh, 1 minute. Look at that. Everybody has been so good. All right. Tonight, don't forget, 6:30 at Montego Community Center. Jesse Goodman's doing the At the Table program there. Talk about faith. Talk about whatever you want to about life in a faith kind of atmosphere. He'll have some videos. Come on out. They're even going to feed you, believe it or not. Tonight, Leslie said that Baker's Chapel is going to continue their revival. 7 o'clock, Baker's Chapel in Tracy City on Altamont Street. Tonight is also the Palmer Ballfield revival. Keep on. It's going to go every night until at least Sunday. Could go, all year. Who knows? But definitely come out to Palmer Ballfield. I have a feeling the heavens are going to open up tonight and we're going to have some major rain, but it's not going to stop anything. Tomorrow is Morning on the Mountain. I know it is. Tomorrow is Update with Mayor Brady. So hopefully we'll get to hear more cool things going on in Grundy County. All right, that's it. We're going to take a break and then come on back. We've got Tim and Mac here to spread their special brand of wisdom. So get your coffee, get some more water, whatever you need to do, and come on back and listen to Tim and Mac. So that's it. I'm going to go out there and spread joy and sunshine wherever I go. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. And as always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you tomorrow.